Picture a player walking into the stadium, camera flashes, a few warm-up photos, and suddenly the internet decides he's the answer to a team's deepest problem. Shedeur Sanders dropped a set of pregame photos, just him, hood up, lacing up, warming up, and within minutes the comments filled up with one sentence: put him in. The timing makes it feel cinematic. Joe Flacco is gone, Dillon Gabriel sputtered in his latest start, the Browns are 1-5, and fans are hungry for anything that looks like hope. The swipe, the like, the share, it all became shorthand for start Shedeur now. Heavy sports reality is messier. The Browns did clear room by trading Flacco to Cincinnati, and the official week-to-week depth chart now lists Dillon Gabriel as the starter and Shedeur Sanders as the backup. That's the club's choice for this week. Clarity on paper, but not the same as the instant playing time the viral crowd wants. The trade gave Cleveland a small draft bump and rearranged a crowded quarterback room overnight. The front office moved quickly, and the coaching staff has a short window to manage both a rookie starter and an excited rookie backup. ClevelandBrowns.com. Look at why the calls for Shedeur grew louder this week. Dillon Gabriel's second start was a rough night. 29 completions on 52 attempts for 221 yards, while absorbing 6 sacks and 16 hits. The Browns generated just 9 points in a 23-9 loss to Pittsburgh, and the offense looked out-muscled and disjointed for long stretches. When the offense shows up that anemic, optics matter. A viral photo looks like momentum. A stat line like Gabriel's looks like a problem that needs a fix now. Reuters. But here's the catch. No highlight clip will fix. Benching a rookie starter or flipping quarterbacks midstream isn't just drama. It's a strategic gamble. Shedeur was a fifth-round pick built for long-term development. He still needs reps, playbook time, and a protective game plan if he's to avoid getting chewed up behind a shaky line. The Browns staff has to weigh short-term optics against long-term development. Do you chase an immediate jolt that might fail and burn a young quarterback's confidence, or do you try to build a clean, coached path that protects him when he does play? That's the real argument behind the angry comment threads. Instagram Sanders' social media move wasn't empty posturing. His captionless photos read as a quiet statement: I'm ready, I'm locked in, I'm here. He doubled down in public comments that he's overly confident in his readiness, but also that his job is to prepare Dillon Gabriel and be ready if called upon. That line, patience mixed with belief, is the posture most young quarterbacks try to walk publicly to avoid seeming disloyal while still signaling competitiveness. Fans hear only the "I'm ready" part. Coaches hear the "I'll support the starter" part. Both are true, but they serve different audiences. Heavy sports, let's talk consequences. If the Browns insert Shedeur now without the pocket fully repaired or without a script that hides the rookie's vulnerabilities, they risk two things: rookie mistakes that turn into national headlines, and the perception that the front office is swapping quarterbacks as a PR move rather than a football decision. If Shedeur comes in and looks good, the bar rises. The "we were right" crowd goes wild, and the franchise gets a near-instant narrative boost. If he struggles, Cleveland has burned a developmental asset and handed critics a reason to say the team panicked. That's why so many smart teams opt for a measured timeline instead of the social media timeline. Browns Nation. There's also a wrinkle people are missing when they yell "start him now." The protection scheme. Gabriel was sacked 6 times because the line struggled to handle the Steelers' rush. Throwing in a rookie without addressing that front gives opponents even more chance to exploit him. The smart path, if the Browns truly want to accelerate Shedeur's development, is to rebuild the script first. More quick game, more play action that sets up easy reads, and situational packages that keep the offense on schedule. That buys reps without exposing a rookie to every kind of pressure the NFL can apply. CBS Sports fan energy is real and powerful, though. The viral post triggered thousands of likes and comments, a mix of impatient optimism and genuine fandom. That social momentum matters in modern sports. It moves narratives, it pressures front offices, and sometimes it forces decisions. We've seen it before. A viral clip changes the conversation and makes a bench change feel inevitable. But modern front offices also know the cost of being guided by the timeline of social traction. It can accelerate a rebuild or it can wreck a player's trajectory. The Browns are trying to thread that needle right now. Heavy sports. Here's the pragmatic snapshot you should keep. Sanders is QB2 on the official depth chart this week. He's viral and in demand from the fan base, and Gabriel's recent tape gave critics plenty of ammunition. The Browns open as a 2.5-point favorite against the Dolphins on Sunday, a rare moment where home field expectation lines up with a fragile offense that needs to show competence. That spread tells you the bookies think Cleveland can win this one, regardless of which quarterback actually plays. If the Browns triumph with Gabriel under center, calls for Shedeur will quiet. If they limp through or lose, the pressure to flip quarterbacks will crescendo. ClevelandBrowns.com. So what's the smart play for Cleveland this week? 4 concrete moves. 1. Keep the starter, but simplify his reads. Let Gabriel get quick completions to move the chains and protect him from long developing pressures. 2. Build Shedeur a protected script, a 2-drive package each game where he gets to run a compact, high-percentage offense so coaches can evaluate him in live action without full exposure. 3. Fix the offensive line in practice. Technique work, shorten drop protections, and max protection packages until the unit stabilizes. 4. Control the narrative privately. Let the social buzz run, but keep meetings and development plans out of public view so neither quarterback is rushed by the noise. Those 4 steps buy time, preserve development, and stop the team from swinging wildly in either direction. They are boring, surgical, and usually effective. Browns Nation final thought. The viral photo is a moment. A bright, combustible headline that makes for great reaction clips and heated locker room debates. What matters more is the inside work, coaching, protection, and a clear plan for when Shedeur finally gets the field. If Cleveland chooses patience and prepares a real path for Sanders to succeed, the social media heat cools and the rookie gets a shot built to last. If they choose the immediate jolt, they'll either spark a revival or create a cautionary tale about impatience and pressure. Either way, the pictures were only the beginning. The real result will come on game day. And the next few Sundays will tell whether those warm-up shots were the prelude to a rookie's rise or just another viral moment in a long season of noise. Heavy sports. Shedeur Sanders' latest Instagram, just a few quiet pregame photos of him walking into the stadium and warming up, blew up because it's the simplest kind of message. I'm ready. The post landed amid growing fan noise demanding he get a shot, and it turned into a mirror for what Cleveland's season has become. Impatience meeting possibility. Heavy sports. The roster move that set this storyline in motion was real and decisive. The Browns traded Joe Flacco to Cincinnati and then confirmed Sanders as the official number 2 behind Dillon Gabriel. That shift isn't symbolic. It changes practice reps, game day preparation, and the moment-to-moment availability that determines whether a rookie ever gets real snaps. Being QB2 means warm-ups, sideline rhythm, and the immediate chance to enter a game without roster gymnastics. Bleacher Report context matters. Cleveland is 1-5, and the offense is one of the NFL's worst. They're averaging about 13.7 points per game through 6 weeks, which puts enormous pressure on coaching decisions and shortens leashes for young players who make mistakes. The team's offensive struggles, protection breakdowns, inconsistent run support, and a lack of identity are the real problem. Quarterback drama is the most visible symptom. ProFootballReference.com. Dillon Gabriel's Week 6 stat line underlines why fans are screaming for change and why coaches are cautious. 29 completions on 52 attempts for 221 yards, while absorbing 6 sacks as Pittsburgh's rush repeatedly pressured him. That kind of game both justifies concern and complicates any instant promotion narrative for Sanders. A rookie thrown into that pass rush with no built-in plan is a recipe for public spectacle, not development. ESPN.com Sanders himself is doing everything the staff wants to see publicly, measured, positive, and patient. He's avoided feeding the noise, reiterated his readiness, and thanked veterans like Joe Flacco for mentorship. He also had that public mime bit after Rex Ryan's harsh media critique, a small rebuke-proofing move, then moved back to positivity. That posture matters. Coaches favor players who can absorb external heat and keep the room steady. Practically, 3 things decide whether Sanders gets meaningful snaps this season: scheme fit, protection, and scripting. If the Browns want him to succeed, they'll one, design low variance packages, quick reads, rollouts, and short area passing that minimize sack risk. Two, tighten pass protection and give him perimeter time to throw. And three, let him run controlled series in mop-up or tailored circumstances rather than throwing him into garbage minutes. Those aren't fan fantasies. They're the standard rookie pathway that actually produces NFL starters. If Cleveland uses Sanders as a reactive headline, swapping him in during an unraveling game with no plan, it will end badly for everyone. But if they elevate him carefully, the organization gains two strategic benefits: a real evaluation on live tape and a chance to wake a stagnant offense without mortgaging the season. The Browns are already admitting they prefer clarity over kitsch. That's why this promotion matters, but also why patience remains practical. Fans will keep posting and chanting until they see results, and social media will keep turning tiny posts into viral manifestos. Sanders' quiet pregame photos are a reminder. He's ready, but readiness and opportunity are different animals in the NFL. The next move belongs to the coaches. Either build a bridge for the rookie to cross or keep him waiting on the bank. If the Browns are serious about discovering what they have, they'll script opportunity, protect it with structure, and let the tape, not tweets, decide.